East Berry Show, weekday mornings at 9.
Live from Yakima, this is KIMA NewsBeat at 11. With Michelle Bingle, Gary Pajot, and Stu Seibel with weather.
And good evening. Just when lawmakers are feeling the heat at home over U.S. troops in Somalia, more American soldiers are sent on another UN-sanctioned operation, this time to Haiti. As Regina Blakely tells us, it isn't going smoothly. Trouble welcomed U.S. soldiers as the United States prepared to take part in yet another UN-sanctioned operation, this time in Haiti. Gunmen, said to be part of Haiti's police and army auxiliaries, fired shots, beat up foreign journalists, and pounded on cars carrying U.S. diplomats as the USS Harlan County, carrying 200 American troops, tried to dock in Port-au-Prince. The Clinton administration demanded that Haitian military authorities explain why the troops were not permitted to land, adding if there was no plausible reason, the United States might seek sanctions against Haiti. But Haiti isn't the only boiling pot. More U.S. troops were on their way to Somalia as the United States was working to make its beefed-up presence known. But a White House spokesman added to the confusion of just what America's role is to be there by saying the United States has not ruled out capturing warlord Mohammed Farah Aidid. In Mississippi, speaking to Guard and Reserve units, Defense Secretary Les Aspin said the United States would finish the job in Somalia and would look at other areas of conflict.
Our efforts in Somalia illustrate the kind of peacekeeping and humanitarian assistance that we will be called upon to provide more in the future.
Those who follow foreign policy initiatives say part of the problem is President Clinton's desire to focus on domestic affairs, coming late to the understanding that the United States cannot ignore what's happening in places like Haiti, Somalia, and Bosnia.
They're now discovering, however, that it's too dangerous not to take it on, that the consequences of radical disintegration of political systems in certain places simply can't be ignored, and you have to respond, and therefore you have to devise responses that work.
And it's that part, devising responses that work, that's proving to be difficult for the administration and the Pentagon, especially when members of Congress are up on the Hill saying, get out of Somalia and stay out of Bosnia. But experts say discontent on the Hill must be put in its proper context, that of debate, pointing out as the New World continues to change, at times dangerously, the decisions on when to go in and when to stay out become that much more difficult. Regina Blakely, CBS News, Washington. A juror today was dismissed from the Reginald Denny beating case in Los Angeles. Superior Court Judge John Oderkirk removed the woman after other jurors voted to have her dismissed. The other jurors said in a note she doesn't use common sense. The woman acknowledged in open court that she was having trouble understanding the issues in the case. Now the jury has to start all over again with a replacement juror. The jurors are considering whether two black men are guilty of attempted murder in the beating of Denny, a white truck driver. An 18-year-old football player at Central Washington University has pleaded not guilty to second-degree rape. Robert Redford of Puyallup was arraigned today in Kittitas County Superior Court. Redford is accused of raping another freshman student in a residence hall last month. The football recruit is appealing his 4-year suspension. The city of Yakima has denied a request from KIMA TV for all records pertaining to the resignation and retirement of Fire Chief Jerry Beeson. The city maintains the information is exempt from
or something.